What's up, y'all? JR Raymond back again, coming to you from BowlerX Pro Shop and Training Center inside Waterford Lanes in Waterford, Michigan, where today we got the Zigzag, the new Radical ball. Very pretty. I love these color bowling balls, the green and the black. Always been my favorites as far as color go. I don't know why, I can't explain it, but I've had a lot of success with bowling balls that look like this. So we've got two different patterns out here. I got the 42-foot sport pattern on lane 40, 42-foot league condition on lane 39. This has the typical 45 by 5 by 45 layout on it, but we're going to take it out here. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Make sure to, if you're on Facebook, follow along, follow my page on Facebook or follow the BowlerX page, both, and we're going to go and see what this has on both of these different patterns here in a minute, so stay tuned.
They say bowling is a dying sport.
A dying sport.
I disagree. I disagree.
I disagree.
I disagree.
I disagree.
BowlerX.com for the love of bowling.
All right, here we go. Now we've got the old Zigzag. Pretty green ball. We're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna take, and exact same thing as what we did with the theorem. We're gonna take this ball, we're gonna start straighter on the house shot. We're gonna move our way left, throwing it on the house shot. We'll take a quick intermission and we'll head over there and we will go over to the sport pattern and we'll see what it looks like over there as well. So, here we go. Standing 20 like normal. Trying to hit that 10, 11, 12 range. See what it does. Much smoother than the theorem. Much smoother, because that one with the theorem actually picked up and went through the face really hard. That's a good sign. I like that. So having different ball reactions between the two with the same layout is key. Very key. So let's move 5 left. 5 left. See if we can keep a good reaction. Okay. Man, that's actually really good. Really good. Real smooth, not crazy, doesn't do anything too jumpy down lane. Stays right in play. Let's take it and go 5 more left. A couple more shots over here, and then we'll go see what it does on the sport condition. Start getting around it just a little bit. Oh boy, missed left. Missed left, didn't matter, it sat there. So this is where, like, the theorem was gonna be a little bit different. The theorem is quicker down lane, so you miss left, it kind of takes that away because it's so strong down lane, but it makes up for it when you miss right, generally. So this one's gonna be more well-rounded, more usable on a house shot for me. Can't promise it's going to be the most usable on the tough conditions, but we're going to find out. You saw the theorem, very good. I might even try to lay some shots over. I'm trying to put the camera exactly in the same spot for each review, so we can kind of lay some shots over and see the difference between balls if we have to. So let's move 5 more left. Let's see what it's got. Yeah, this is my kind of ball reaction. This is that type of ball. You know, it reminds me of the Statement Pearl. Honestly, Statement Pearl was same color scheme, same smoothness down lane. I loved being able to go left and slow roll it and hook it to from the right. Stand left, throw it right, watch it slow roll, and it would find its way back. I'm telling you right now, we've got events starting in a month. First event being the Players Championship in Wichita. I'm gonna have such a hard time going through the 50 bowling balls that I have in there from just the last few months through the summer to try to decide, okay, which, let's say probably 18 to 21 bowling balls am I gonna narrow down to have for all the different patterns. It's gonna be tough to pick, I ain't gonna lie. All right, going 5 more left. Let's see what this ball does now. Will it get through the pins? Got it a little right, but it picked up and it stopped at the right angle and still switched out the strike. So this ball's perfect so far. What is that, 5 for 5 from all parts of the lane? This ball is doing a lot of the right things. I want to throw one more on this lane because I really want to test its range. I want to see what it can really do from further left. So now we're going to be even 5 more left. We didn't go this far with the theorem because the theorem already had issues in here. So I want to see what this one does. Good shot. Yeah, I love this ball. This ball is amazing. At least on the house shot. Let's take it over here. Give me a quick minute. We're going to move the cameras over. We'll check it out on the sport pattern here in a minute. All right, here we go. Welcome back. So we are going to take it on the sport pattern now. We got 42-foot sport condition. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to try to throw similar shots further right and then move our way left and see how this thing does. Will it still read the flatness like it did over on the house shot? Not the greatest shot. That was definitely left off my hand, but you could see how the flat pattern made this one pick up and look quicker down lane. So we're gonna move 5 left. See what it's got. See what we can do. And we'll try to get lined up on this pair once we throw all 5 shots. Pretty good. That actually looked pretty good there. It still looks pretty quick, like it's still picking up and going. A little bit more than I had anticipated, but you know what? That still looked good. And again, remember like the theorem, it didn't start to look good on this lane, on this condition until I got way left because it's such a strong, quick motion. It required a bigger angle. This one being a slower response, not as strong, it lets me close my angle down so I can play further right with it. 5 more left now. All right, so you can see it kind of hook stop there. Got a little bit too far down lane because now it's getting to the trenches over there where it's got a little bit more oil to the outside, a little bit delayed. So this ball might be the opposite of the theorem. It might struggle as we go left and use the steeper angles because it's a smoother layout, or a smoother, not layout, but smoother ball reaction. So I'll move 5 more left, get my hand around it a little bit and see what it does. Oh boy, that might hang. Nope, it didn't. It picked up. Wow. So the smoothness of this ball, the fact that it's not getting as far down the lane like the theorem did, that might be helping it quite a bit. So it's picking up before it has a chance to float over to all that hang. And so it's still hooking. Because that one, I felt like I got that one going too steep to the right and I thought it was gonna hang and all the out of bounds over there. And it picked up before it ever got there. So that's good news. 5 more left. And we'll start really trying to get lined up, although it's been striking already. So this is that zone where the theorem looked good. The theorem was picking up properly and actually going through the pins there. Although it wrapped a 10 the one time it got too far down lane, and you noticed when I purposely threw it to the right, it still hung in the dry or hung in the out of bounds and washed out or missed the head pin. So I'm gonna do the same thing here, and I'm gonna try to move my eyes to the right, and you can see it hang, hopefully, in the dry or in the out of bounds. Holy moly. Nope, this is just the right ball for this condition. So it's gonna take me really throwing it dead right So this would be the ball you would want to start with if you were playing this zone, because it's picking up before it ever gets to that out of bounds. So now I'll move my feet one more left and hopefully I can get it to that out of bounds. So we can still hopefully see it wash out. There you go. There it is. Get it far enough, it'll finally hang. But it's still, I mean, you could see it trying to pick up and not get there, not get to that hang, which is key on these sport conditions. So if I was gonna line up with this ball, generally I'm probably gonna use more of a solid ball, trying to be at that between 13 and 16 at the arrows, a little straighter with a smooth ball reaction, so that way when I got it going into that out of bounds, if I got it going to the right, the solid, stronger core and cover will pick up before it ever gets there, kind of like this one does, but still be smooth and blend down lane, so I have good ball reaction. So I can kind of take away that out of bounds. If I have a ball in my hand playing further right that when I throw it over there, it keeps going and hangs, that's not a good thing. We're gonna move left away from the out of bounds and get closer to the pocket. But for now, I'm gonna try and stand here. I'm gonna try to get it to like, I don't know, somewhere at around 14, 15, 16. And hopefully she's lined up. Yeah, so that's kind of doing the right thing. I keep stepping off my shots, I don't know why. I'm like getting antsy, getting excited, like, ooh, that was good, step off. I gotta get back into the good habit of keeping balance. But that was kind of, that did the right thing. This is where I would say, yeah, I need the, I would want a more solid ball. It needs to read just a little quicker, a little slower. Let's try this again. So I moved two left there into the flatness, and you can see it still tried to pick up too strong. So I don't know, this is definitely an area where I would use a stronger ball. Maybe I'll do a demonstration on this, a different video. The difference between why I would choose a strong ball or a solid ball versus this a little bit later, once I get done with my reviews. I'll go back and move that two back right again. I might be able to just slow the ball down with my hand. And get it to stop right there, just roll it more forward. So this would be ideal as far as I could get it to do the right thing on this pattern using my hand and stuff, but you probably still would want a different ball for this pattern. But there you go. I mean, that's the review for you. That is the zigzag by Radical. Looked really, really good on the house pattern. Still looked good on the tough pattern.
Okay, senior ballers, I'm going to call
every time.
history.
But if you want one of these, go ahead and hit the link in the description. That's all I got for you. I'm going to get out of here. We'll see you guys later. Take care.